So we have a new trap hand trap. So a trap card that kind of works as a hand trap that's coming into the game, and you're definitely going to want to check this out. Hey everyone, this is Max and Maxi TCG. Thanks for joining me in another video. So in this video, we are going over a new card. It's going to be Dominus Impulse, a new trap hand trap. And we have for the article, Solemnly warn your opponent with Dominus Impulse from Rage of the Abyss. So you have Dominus Impulse, normal trap. You can only activate one card with this card's name per turn. If your opponent controls a card, you can activate this card from your hand. When a card or effect is activated that includes an effect that special summons a monster or monsters, negate that effect. Then, if you have a trap card in your grave, destroy that card. If you activated this card from your hand, you cannot activate the effects of light, earth, and wind monsters for the rest of this duel. Hey everyone, this is Editing Max. If you're enjoying the content, hit that thumbs up button, give the video a like, and leave a comment if you have any discussions you want to start, and consider subscribing to the channel if you want to see more of this type of content. Everyone, thanks again for watching, and I hope you enjoy, and we'll get back into it. Alright, so this is a really cool card. I think we have seen, very few of these trap cards are going to be activated from the hand, which definitely makes trap cards way more playable, just kind of avoiding their use. But we've also seen that there's kind of a give and take. With Imperm, you can negate a card in the column when set first, versus just pretty much a better effect failure. You're going second, generally speaking. And then you can have something different with this card where if you're activating this from their hand, there's a downside. So you can't activate the effects of light, earth, and wind. So overall, the biggest one probably out of these is the light attribute. It's less decks use earth and wind for the rest of the duel. So that's something that you just can't do at all. So you're really only going to see this in like dark, fire, kind of more mono attribute decks that don't really want to go into light. There, like I said, not as many earth and winds. So it's pretty crazy that they're leaving out dark being probably one of the best archetype kind of trap cards. But I do wonder, since this is only a light, earth, wind, are we going to see other cards like this that have different downsides for other archetypes? Maybe we'll see one for dark, water, what other ones we have? Fire, maybe divine, even probably not divine, but I guess maybe. So I think there's definitely some interesting things here that we might see with kind of the other attributes that are in the game. But again, it seems like a really good card. Definitely seems solid. Like in Labyrinth, they have the trap cards in the grave. You can destroy the card. Activate them from your hand if your opponent controls a card. It doesn't affect you actually controlling anything. It's not like Impermanent. Once you commit, you can't use this. Just your opponent has to control a card for you to activate this from your hand. So it seems really good. Probably see it as a secret rare, my guess, in the TCG. So it'll probably be pretty expensive, unfortunately. But definitely a really awesome card from Rage of the Abyss. So I'm definitely curious to see what you guys think about this card. Everyone, that is it for Dominus Impulse. I'm really curious to see what you guys think. This seems like a super solid card to me. The restrictions I don't think are that big, being that light's really the only dominant one out of these archetypes when it comes to the attribute kind of restrictions. But definitely seems really good. Labyrinth came to mind as maybe some synergy with this, but curious what other strategies you think might have even more synergy with this than others. But overall, it seems like a very solid generic card that we'll probably see in the game. Causing havoc and being expensive. So I'm looking forward to you guys think. Do you think this will be pricey? Do you like this card? Are there any synergies that you really like that I haven't talked about? Definitely leave those in the comments. I look forward to hear what you guys think, and I'll see you in the next one. Hey everyone, this is Editing Max. If you're enjoying the content and you want to support the channel, you can check out the TCG affiliate link in the description below. It supports the channel and costs you nothing, and you'll just be doing the same thing you normally do when you buy cards from TCG Player. If you're new to buying cards from TCG Player, check out my website. I have a section on it that helps out new people, kind of explaining some of the aspects of TCG Player, so that way you can get the most out of your money and you don't fall into some of these weird things that some people do to push up the price of cards. If you want to become a patron on the channel, check out my Patreon. It's another way you can help support the channel. We have different perks you can check out, like a lot of archetype proxies you see on the screen. Every week, I put a new one out that everyone on the channel can vote on YouTube, and then these go to Patreon for you to print out. You can also join for early access. Some videos will be one-day early access, others that are in a longer series could be weeks out in advance, and you can get the entire thing at once, while everyone on YouTube has to wait week by week for all the videos to come out. You can also join for an exclusive Yu-Gi-Oh! Reaction series where I watch through the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime. We have discussions in the comments and watch through it together as well. Plus, there are other perks coming out in the future. Everyone, thanks again for watching the content.